We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Hi everyone. Welcome to my disaster desk. No, I've straightened it up mostly. I am starting to work on some Christmas cards. So I thought, since I had the courage to finish up the card that Tammy had sent me and film it, I figured why not go ahead and have a little more courage and put myself out there a little bit further. Use this iridescent guy, and you guys may think I'm crazy, and I probably am, and I'm okay with it. I ain't hurting anybody, so that makes it okay. Also, last week I hauled this paper pack from Tuesday morning that had all these neat foil papers in it. I cannot today remember the company name. I can look back on my video, but I don't have it handy right now. But this was the top one with this beautiful pinkish purple. Then it had that one that hurts people's eyes. Also had the polka dots, and it has this green and white. This one is the one I'm working with today. You have to be real careful with it because you can scratch the green off or the color part off really easy, as you can see there. So I'm going to try and work with this iridescent, because it has kind of a bluish hue to it. It may not work with this green, and if it doesn't, then I'll go with this black damask and use this cheaper one to matte with. This is Kaisercraft. These are punch out pieces here in the back. I don't think it'll work with the colors that I have over there though. So I decided in the same paper pad I wanted to use one of these sentiments on the inside. And isn't it just the way? I'd pick the one right in the middle. Not the one directly in the middle, the one right next to it. But since I am backing this on a different piece of cardstock, and I'm going to round the corners, I'm going to trim it up with my paper trimmer because I cannot cut straight. But it's from this Kaisercraft Yuletide. I've used the other one of that, and I really liked it. I liked how it turned out. That would be pretty if you matted this and just had this little guy peeking off from the side. That'd be so cute. But here's something else I've noticed, and you guys correct me if you think I'm wrong, but with the American Santa Claus, we call him Santa Claus, he's more like this guy. This guy down here reminds me more of English or British Father Christmas, which I think is so cool. I think it's about time to change my blade. I'll show you why I did this wrong the first time, or what made me say it was wrong. I mean, it depends on which direction you want your card to go as to whether or not it's right or wrong. Score this at 4 1/4. Which this conveniently has marked A2. I appreciate that. I think this is a Martha Stewart scoreboard, and I know I got it on eBay for a little of nothing. I'm going over this a few times because this is so thick. That's much easier. Put that guy away. Oh my, don't fall on my head, please. That would not be fun. Okay. This is the first one that I cut and scored. It's fine if you're going to do a top fold card. That's fantastic. But if you notice, I had all this laid up here on the side. See the direction of my stripes? They wouldn't really work with my top fold card unless I had them go up and down, which I could do. Plus I cut this for a standard A2 size, not for a 4" by 11". 4 by 5.5. This is what I was thinking I'd use, and this, by the way, is much thicker than I expected. I do like it. I was thinking I would do this one, then mat that with white, and then mat that with red polka dots, because polka dots and stripes can go together. And then I'll mat this little piece and cut around it and possibly put that there. What do you guys think? I'll wait. You guys would lose it if I posted up to this point and then just waited on the comments and then did the rest of it. That would be funny though, wouldn't it? And I'm just goofy enough I'd do it. Then I thought, instead of stamping inside, I would use this inside. Maybe. It's very simple. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Now let's see if I can trim this down without getting it all kinds of wonky. Because I'm bad about that too. It's alright if you're having a wonky Christmas. You know, I have threatened that. Which, oddly enough, my sister is kind of a strange one and I love her for it. Because she's always thought outside the box, and she's always never been afraid to do things different from other people, and I've always liked that about her because I was always the one that played it safe. Well, she didn't, you know. She's 10 years older than me. And that's something that I always respected about her. One year, she hung her Christmas tree upside down from the ceiling. And I thought it was kind of cool. But it's not anything I would have ever tried to do. Why? I don't know. Because of that traditional whatever. You know what I mean? I do need to replace my blade. Here's what I do when I do need to replace my blade, but I don't want to trash whatever I'm working on. When you have the little jagged pieces, take one of these nail buffers that's two-sided and just gently go along the paper. It'll pull off those little jaggedy pieces without destroying whatever you're working on. I have a new blade up there, I just haven't put it on yet. Ah, come back. I said I was going to round the corners of this, and I don't know if I want to or not. I am going to buy me one of them crocodiles, though. This little corner rounder has been nice to me, though. Alright, let's do it. Because I can't just do... Well, I guess I could do the bottom portion. Let's see what that looks like first. Yeah. I like that better. I like that much better. Much, much better. And that's going to go on the inside. Alright, so here's what I decided. I know I want to put this on the inside. And I wanted to bring in this red background with white polka dots, but I didn't want to put that as a matte in there because then it's dark. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be too dark, and yes, you could still write on it. I just don't want it in there. And then I had this red washi tape, imagine that, with white polka dots. I have just, oh, I've gotten nuts with this washi tape deal. I need to stop. And I have kind of stopped buying washi tape for the minute. I'll probably be right back at it soon. But for now, I'm trying to use up some of what I have. This one I've never even used at all. I got it for the purpose of using it on Christmas cards and things like that. My poor Matt has had it now. I'm gonna have to get a new one because this one got whooped. And I've tried to remove that staining and it's just not, in some of the glue places it's not sticky anymore, but you can still see where the glue's been, and I don't like it. I could flip it over and use the other side, and if I'd been smart at the time, what I would have done is, where's my, there it is. I use a gift card. Tammy taught me that as a washi tape cutter. If I'd have been smart at the time, what I would have done is used one of the $1 craft mats from the Dollar Tree. But nope, didn't do that. That brings the polka dots in without having to put a whole page down. Bring this guy back over because that helps cancel out that yellowishness. I think I'll go ahead and put these down inside. My poor little finger is almost healed up. Boy, when I fell, I mean, it ate my finger up. And it seemed like every time I'd bend that part of my finger, it would just reopen it. It was awful. But it's finally healing. Teach me to not fall, won't it? Getting too old for that stuff. I don't heal as quickly as I used to. This paper, the reason why I'm doing this way is, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but at every colored line, it's kind of raised in certain areas. Like the green is kind of indented on this side, but on this side it's kind of raised. So that's why I made sure to put adhesive on those spots, because I definitely want it to grab there. And I know adhesive, if not used, can grow non-sticky over time, so I might as well use these while they're sticky, because I don't know how old these are to begin with. I know I've had them almost a year, and they've sat right here on my desk in front of me and I've not used them. So, and it's literally that many of them. There was 750 originally. So the woman that I got them from at the garage sale, I don't know how long she had them. But I can't imagine that, why she didn't run them through that end where they would tear easy. I don't know, but anyway. I figured I'd go ahead and use some of them. Like I said, since they're there, and I put so many on the other end, I should probably use as much adhesive on this end. There we go. And I did mine kind of a little bit backwards from everybody else. Usually people do this inside afterward, but I figured I was working on the washi tape, I might as well go ahead and put that down anyway. Put this guy back over here where it was. So let me tell you about these pieces that's on the inside. This piece is 1.5 inches wide by 2 inches tall. This part here, the green and white, is a little over a little over 2 1/8 by about 2 3/8. I didn't want to tell you wrong, so that's why I kept looking at it to make sure. And then again, this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. This seems wrong, cut wrong to me, so I may have to adjust it, because this should not be sticking out over on the sides. So I have my trash can right here next to me, and still end up with a pile of trash on my desk or on my table here when I'm done. And I always think, why didn't I just put that in the trash can while I was doing this? And my answer is always the same to myself. I don't know, self, why didn't you do that? Goofy. And I haven't had any time to watch any YouTube videos the last couple of days. I've been sick and thought, okay, I'm gonna rest and I'm gonna watch YouTube videos. People are gonna leave me alone because I'm sick. Wrong. I have done more for people in the last couple of days in my household. That means my husband and my son. Than they've had me do in a week. Why'd they wait till I got sick to turds. Although my husband was super sweet yesterday, partially cleaned the kitchen for me after dinner. And the only reason he didn't finish cleaning the kitchen is because I was still eating. I thought that was super nice of him. You'd think I have enough adhesive on here, but there's these 2 strips, so might as well put some adhesive on those too. Why not? I'm gonna have to stand up. Put that kind of high. But because I don't know how those mounting squares react, I don't want to remove it and try it again, so I'm going to leave it that high. I'm going to take my scissors to these edges that's bothering me. Okay, I decided I didn't like having the white part over here on the sides anyway, so I took to my trimmer and I just trimmed it off. So now my card is 5 1/4 by 4 1/4. So I trimmed off 1/4 inch, basically 1/8 on each side. So I'll probably have to cut this down a little bit. No, that's not bad. Although, kind of want to round the corners of these. I guess that's why I had that down here a while ago. In just a second, I'll tell you the measurements of these 2 pieces. This white piece is 3 3/4 by 5. And then this piece, I thought I had the measurement written on it, but I don't. Imagine that. Can be organized? Never. 4 3/4 by 3 1/8. So it's going to be this piece, then this piece. Then I decided I'm going to use foam tape on this, and that's what, instead of putting a backer on it, because there's no way I'll be able to cut an edge to look anywhere near that good. This one has all these cute Christmas buttons in it, and a little superhero guy. More holly, because there is holly on this little thing here, so maybe holly. I don't know if I want that big a holly though. Maybe the smaller holly. Who's Holly? I love these little felt trees. I think they're so cute. I sure wish you guys could answer me. Now I really understand what people mean when they say that. Because, you know, you feel like you're talking to somebody, but that somebody can't answer you back right away. You guys, I'm such a ding-dong sometimes. It's just laughable. These were right in front of me. Goodness. I do kind of like these little wreaths, though. And I do like the holly. What I like about it is that I don't have to cut the button off of it, the button hoop, because there's not one on there. So that's nice. So we'll keep that over there. Oh goodness. Stop. I can't get this open. Finally. I have little penguins. That doesn't really seem to go. This North Pole doesn't really seem to go. Then I have snowflakes. And polar bears. And to me, those don't really seem to go. Oh, and if you wonder where I got these adorable little brads, they came from Oriental Trading Company. And they really cost a little of nothing. I got these when they were on clearance. And I think they have some exactly like them every year. Anyway, I got them when they were on clearance. So I really paid a little of nothing. See, this is why making cards takes me hours. I'm indecisive. And when you're indecisive like that, it takes you 150 years to do something that should have only taken a few minutes. So, depending on my editing, depends on how long this is going to be. Oh. That's one thing I'll say about the ATG gun. For people with dexterity issues, like myself, no, it is helpful. Wait a minute, come off there. Usually, don't be tearing up my paper. Usually it is much more helpful and much easier to use than something small for me. And I do indeed have dexterity issues. Not just out of clumsiness, but with the arthritic issues. And that's something else I try not to talk too much about on my channel, is health issues. I try to keep it more positive, you know? Not to say that people can't be positive in their feedback. I think that's crooked. Please don't crease. Please. I don't know what that is. Pencil mark. Is it cut crooked? Am I just seeing it crooked? because that could be the case. Let's get out the paper trimmer and find out just how crooked is Kim's eyes. No, it's crooked. Which means I'll have to re-round my corners. That's okay. I'd rather re-round my corners than for it to be crooked. Okay. Now, oh, come on. Ooh, did I want any ribbon or anything on this? Didn't even think about it. I might end up putting just like a baker's twine bow. That's not straight. Now one more little bitty piece for that end. Then I'll stick this over on this one. Which, there's a little tip for you if you don't know. Most crafters do, I think, know these type of things. Shoot, where do you think I learned it from? But some people who are new to crafting, like I am, if you've cut, like I cut that one piece so long and then I cut it into thirds. If there's a portion of it that you're not going to use, that you don't have space for, stick it to the side or stick it here. The next time you need tape, it's there. It's ready to go. You've already cut it. And it's perfectly fine. If you stick it to the side, it's not going to fall off. It's not going to lose its sticky. It's perfectly fine right there. So, you'll see it the next time you go to grab your foam tape. And I could have used foam squares because I have different sizes of those, but I didn't think about it. I just reached up and grabbed this tape because it was kind of handy. I'm one of those people that when I start something, I need to have a little bit of everything so that I don't have to keep running to the store, because nothing irks me more than to be halfway through something, whether it's cooking something or making a card or something like that, and have to get up and go to the store because I don't have something. So I like to have a little bit of everything, like a little bit of foam tape, a little bit of two-sided whatever, snail or ATG or glue, or you know, I do not like to get up and have to go to the store halfway through something. It gets on my nerves and it makes me, and chances are, and this is why I don't like to do that, because chances are you'll go to the store and then by the time you get back, it's time to fix dinner, or it's time to do this homework, or it's time to do something else, so you don't go back and finish what you were doing. Well, now if you're cooking dinner, you do kind of have to go back and finish that. But like on crafting, you may not get back to it that day. And usually, well, with me, I can't speak for other people, but with me, I come in and craft to relax, to get away from. I hope this sticks. I think it will. I guess if it doesn't, I can get out E6000 or Glossy Accents or try something else. But right now I'm trying the Art Glitter Glue. I've seen May use it on all kinds of different things. And I think she's used it on little plastic embellishments, like buttons. I think. Maybe I should go back and rewatch. Anyway, that's why I don't like having to get up and go to the store if I'm crafting, if I'm out of something, because chances are I won't get back to it that right after. Something else will have come up that I need to work on, or that I need to do, like cook dinner for my family, or sit down and pay bills, or you know what I mean. And my family has the innate ability to always come up with something. They always come up with something, which I love them, and I wouldn't trade them for anything in the world. So now all I have to do is stamp the handmade by on the back, but I can't do that until this guy dries. So yeah, I'm just kind of stuck now.